Imagine you are riding your motorcycle through the quiet streets of Misato, Japan, on the evening of November 25, 1988. You are just a teenager, and as you cruise through the neighborhood, you spot someone up ahead, 17-year-old Junko Furuta. She is on her bicycle, just finishing her shift at her part-time job. To those who knew her, Junko was a light, a popular, intelligent, and kind student who always had a smile for her friends at school. They described her as someone with a vibrant spirit, a girl who worked hard to help her family and had dreams of a bright future. She had no idea that her life was about to be stolen. As you follow, you see the moment it happens. Two boys on a motorcycle intercept her. They force her off her bicycle and, under the terrifying guise of helping her, coerce her toward a warehouse. That is the moment the world goes dark. She is taken to the home of one of the captors, Shinji Minato, in Adachi, Tokyo. From here, the reality of her life turns into a 44-day nightmare. You see the house, it is not empty. The parents of the captors are inside, fully aware that a girl is being held against her will. They are forced to participate in the lie, commanded by their son to believe she is his girlfriend. And when the truth becomes impossible to ignore, they stay silent, too afraid to stand up to the monsters they raised. Inside that room, the four primary perpetrators, Hiroshi Miyano, Joe Ogura, Shinji Minato, and Yasushi Watanabe, along with others who joined in, strip away her humanity. You see the systematic torture. They beat her with metal bars and heavy weights, they repeatedly assay her, and they burn her flesh with cigarette lighters, matches, and hot candle wax. When she tries to reach a phone to call for help or attempts a desperate escape, they respond with pure evil, dousing her legs in lighter fluid and setting them on fire. They force her to live in filth, denying her food and forcing her to consume her own waste and toxic substances. They subject her to horrific mutilations, including the insertion of heated light bulbs and lit fireworks into her body. Through all of this, her spirit struggles to survive, even as her body is destroyed. On January 4, 1989, after the ringleader Hiroshi Miyano loses a game of mahjong, he decides that enough is enough. He directs his rage at her one last time. She suffers through final agonizing convulsions and breathes her last. To hide their trail, they take her body, stuff it into a large travel bag, and cram that bag into a metal drum. They fill it with wet concrete, sealing the evidence of their crime, and dump the drum at a construction landfill in Koto, Tokyo. Months later, on March 29, 1989, the police, having caught these boys for an entirely different crime, finally uncover the drum. The funeral that follows is a scene of inconsolable grief. Her parents are shattered, forced to bury a daughter whose life was extinguished in the most brutal way imaginable. When the sentences are handed down, the world watches in disbelief. Because of the juvenile laws of the time, the killers receive light sentences that feel like a second tragedy. 20 years for Miyano, 10 for Ogura, 9 for Minato, and 7 for Watanabe. They walk out of prison while her parents are left to navigate a world that feels permanently hollow. Her story remains a heavy, essential truth, a testament to how easily cruelty can flourish when those in positions of responsibility turn a blind eye, and a memorial to the young girl who deserved so much more than the nightmare she was forced to endure.